What up, guys and gals? This is Ryan from Full Screen Ahead. Just wanted to go through another app showcase. This app is called Today. Let's dive in. So I got nothing in this app so far. What it helps you do is make good habits. So let's say you wanted to read a chapter of a book. I hit the plus button. I'm going to say I'm going to read one chapter in a book. Easy peasy. So we can choose weekly, monthly, daily. I'm going to say daily, every day of the week. And you could do multiple chapters in a day. So that's what's called a check-in. So whenever you, if you wanted to say that you read 4 chapters, you could mark 4. How many times each day is like your goal? Well, my goal is like 1 chapter a day, so I'm going to hit 1. I just want to point out this cool custom scrolly animation is pretty neat. I hope more apps include that kind of selection. There's a reminder, so we could set this maybe to like 8 p.m. and get reminded to read 1 chapter maybe before bed. I'm an old man, so I go to bed pretty early. Let's see. Let's start this tomorrow, so August 2nd. And here we can choose a cover or a picture that represents this habit. Probably not a beanie. Let's do some books, yeah. Like a library. Boom. So this is our screen with 1 habit. You'll be able to swipe between the habits once you have more. Right now it says my goal is to do it one time a day. I could use 3D touch by force pressing on any part of the screen, and it will mark the habit as done or the goal achieved for the day. I could also do it one more time and add another. If I wanted to, let's say by mistake, I could tap this guy and undo what I did. Hit this minus sign, go to 0. And let's say you wanted to get some detail about how many times you've done this habit. You can see it on a calendar, and I'd imagine that it would highlight green. I haven't used it so far beyond today. But when I'm tapping on these calendar things, there's a vibration, which is pretty neat, saying like, hey, you can't select these. On the bottom left, we get habit settings, and that can change what we just adjusted. You could also make it to where this habit's reminder is not talked about and make it private. You can add a new card, which will add some new information to the dashboard there. Let's see. So let's say the Apple Health app. I feel like a lot of people will use this for fitness, so you can get a better idea. It might not make sense with my habit, with the 1 chapter a day book thing. You've got a histogram of my steps throughout my previous days. So if you want to get, how many times you've run each day and track your steps, you could see that all in one place. You can also reorder cards by hitting the button on the bottom right. And that's going to give you all of these little cards in order. I'm going to reorder that so that the steps are on the top. And now you can see you can immediately get to those steps. Might not make sense with this habit, but it's nice to note that feature's there. There are some other cards here too. You can add things like photos. That might make more sense with this habit. Maybe adding a picture of the book that you're using, something to keep you motivated, maybe a quote inside of that. Let's add another habit here, just so you can get a feel for that. If I hit the navigation bar here, you can see a list of all the habits that I've made. You can hit that plus button, make another habit. Let's say I want to floss. Boom. I'm going to hit next. How frequently? Let's say daily again. And I want to put a reminder at closer to bedtime. Let's say 9 p.m. Boom. I'm going to start that today. because everybody should start flossing today. Jump into these covers. Some pretty good looking photos. See if there's a cool one here. Got this awesome dog. Gonna use that. This guy's gonna keep me motivated to floss. So I could swipe between these different habits here. And if you notice, there's a little star icon on the bottom right. If you tap that, you're gonna see badges. These, I would imagine, are just the number of times that you've checked in. Maybe you've done it 365 days a year. That would be crazy to be able to have that good of a habit. But same thing here. I could double tap the screen, mark this habit as done for this day of the week. I could also force press it, and it does the same thing. When I double tapped again, it took away my check-in. So if you are doing it by mistake, you can just do that. Let's see here. If you hit the navigation button on the top left, there's also a profile button on the bottom right. It gives you some statistics for all of your habits overall. I haven't really done much yet, but you can get an idea of what your persistence looks like overall of these habits, and just the number of things that you've tracked overall. You can add a cool image of yourself there. And there's also a settings panel on the bottom right. If you tap that, you can start your week off on a different day, turn off sound effects. When you hit back up and restore, it gives you a prompt to pay for the premium service. This is how the app makes money. You can unlock these features using this $5 unlock. You can add unlimited habits in the app. You can back it up to iCloud or Dropbox. And you can use Touch ID with the premium features turned on as well. You can add a custom image so you can have more cool dog photos in your habits. Let's see. I wanted to show you also there's an edit button on the top right. You can rearrange the habits in your view. And these are the habits that are marked for today. You can also hit all, and it will show all habits throughout your week. That is about it for today. I hope you start using it and get some more habits that you're wanting to do done in your life. Thanks for watching.